We are doing the Detroit Lions versus Las Vegas Raiders breakdown analysis and prediction video. We're going to go offense versus defense, defense versus offense, put everything together, what it takes for the Lions to win, and at the very end, give you my thoughts and score prediction. Let's get this thing going. We are 8 subscribers away from 45,800. So if you're one of those 8, go ahead and subscribe right now so we can continue to be the fastest growing channel on Chat Sports. Lions hosting the Las Vegas Raiders for Monday Night Football. Obviously, the Lions right now are favored by 7.5 points. The underdog here is the Raiders. Total over and under is 45 points. You got the Detroit Lions, 5-2 scoring offense. They're putting up 24.9 points per game. That's 8th in the NFL. Their scoring defense allowing 21.6, 19th in the NFL. You got the Raiders here, 3-4 scoring offense. They're putting up 16 points per game. That's 30th in the NFL. Scoring defense allowing 23 points per game. That's 22nd in the NFL. And if you look at all this matchup here, you got the Lions who lost big to the Baltimore Ravens. Big time loss, trying to get a win and back on track. The Raiders as well took a loss to the Chicago Bears, getting beaten up 30-12. So who do you guys got winning this game here on Monday Night Football? Let me know in the comment section right now. If you got the Detroit Lions, put DET. If you think they're going to win this game. If you got the Raiders, put VR for Vegas Raiders. I'm really wanting to see what you guys think. I think it's going to be mixed here because of the loss to the Baltimore Ravens. But, we'll find out in the comments right now. Let's do some Lions injuries here. The Detroit Lions, Jason Kabinda is questionable. Not a big worry there. David Montgomery is doubtful. I'm going to assume he'll come back after the bye week. No, maybe he does show up. Questionable is Jonah Jackson. I still feel like he'll probably come back after the bye week. And James Mitchell, questionable as well. The Raiders got some injuries, some big ones here too. And you got Corian Bennett there, shoulder questionable. But Jimmy Garoppolo is questionable with the back. Now, earlier this last week, they said that he would return, but it's kind of questionable right now. So this is more of a day-to-day thing. Maybe we'll find out on game day. Maybe we'll find out because they got an extra day for rest because it's Monday Night Football. So we shall see here. Lions offense, as you know, is 24.9 points per game. That's 8th in the NFL. Points allowed per game for the Raiders is 23, 22nd. So I'm going to take the over on both. I think the Lions will get more than 24 points, and I think the Raiders obviously give up more. Total yards per game. Lions offense, 377. That's 4th in the NFL. Yards allowed per game is 316.4. 10th. So it's actually pretty good. I'm going to take the under for the Lions, over for the Raiders. Passing yards per game, the Detroit Lions, 258.6. 4th. Passing yards per game for the Raiders, 187. I'm going to take the over on the Raiders, under for the Lions. Rushing yards per game, Lions are 118.4. 11th. Rushing yards per game for their defense, 129.0, 24th. I'm going to take the over on both. Turnovers, the Detroit Lions are +2, 13th the NFL. Turnovers for the Raiders is really bad at -10. That's unbelievable, 32nd in the NFL. Just crazy. There is a player you got to watch for the Raiders, though, and we all know who he is. It's Max Crosby. The guy is really, really good. He has 39 combined tackles, 9 quarterbacks hits, tackles for losses 9, and 6.5 sacks. The guy is balling out, and he is beloved in the NFL. One of the best defenders in football here, and it's pretty much him and then everybody else. Adam Butler, 1 sack. Jerry Tillery, 1 sack. Divine Deablo, 1 sack. Robert Spillane, 1 sack. And that's it. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Love me some Prize Picks. The newest sponsor here at Chat Sports. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They will match your deposit match up to $100. And if you want to spice up your NFL Sunday, get started with Prize Picks right now. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money, daily fantasy sports game. And if you're looking to have more fun here on game day, Look no further than Prize Picks. How does it work, you ask? Well, here's how it works. You pick up 2 to 6 players, and if they will get more or less than the Prize Picks projections, you can win up to 25 times more your money on any given entry. On Prize Picks, you're competing against other people. It's just you versus the projection is available instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks who study this stuff 24/7. With Prize Picks, it takes less than 60 seconds to make your picks, so get started right away. My 3 players that I have for this Sunday is Bryce Young. I have him getting more than 210.5 yards. I have C.J. Stroud getting more than 239.5, and Josh Allen getting more than 263.5. So get started right now with Prize Picks. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS for a deposit match up to $100. And why is it code CLNS? Because that's our ad agency partner. Use code CLNS. It's real easy. 4 letters to get $100 match when you sign up. So download the app today. The link will be in the description and comment section of this video. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Let's go ahead and switch it up and talk about the Lions defense. They're allowing 21.6 points per game, 19th in the NFL. Points per game for the Raiders offense is 30th. I'm taking the under on both. Yards allowed per game, Lions giving up 316.9, 11th. Total yards per game, 284.1, 27th. I'm taking the under on both. Passing yards per game, the Lions are giving up 240.6, 24th in the NFL. Passing yards per game is 215.6. I'll take the over for the Raiders, under for the Lions. Rushing yards per game, the Detroit Lions is second in the NFL at 76.8. Rushing yards per game, they're terrible at 68.6, 32nd. Under on both. This is a major, major mismatch for the Raiders and the Lions here. What do they got to worry about here on offense? Well, again, Jimmy Garoppolo, we don't know if he's going to play in this game, questionable, but he's only got 1,079 yards. That's not good. Jared Goff almost got 2,000, so almost double him. Completion percentage is 68%, not bad. 7 touchdowns, but the problem here is all the interceptions. Jimmy G is throwing a ton of picks, and I tell you what, that's not good. You can't win in the NFL when you're throwing a mass amount of interceptions. What is your prediction for the game? Put the score prediction in the comment section. I want to know what you guys got going on there. What have the Raiders done so far this year? They defeated the Denver Broncos, one of the worst teams in football, only 17-16. They lost to the Buffalo in a big way, 10-38. They lost to Pittsburgh, 18-23. They lost to the Chargers, 17-24. Continue on here. They defeated the Green Bay Packers, thank you, who's not really a good team. That's 17-13. They defeated the New England Patriots, who's not a good team, 21-17. And they took a big L to the Chicago Bears, 12-30. So if you look at this, their offense has not scored more than 21 points per game yet. That is not good. Not good at all. So the Detroit Lions got to score more than 21 points. So what are keys for the Detroit Lions victory here? First, they got to stop Max Crosby. He is really their elite player on their whole team. The Detroit Lions offensive line has got a task here. Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell, the rest of this offensive line, they got to account for this guy, and they got to account for him in a big way. If Max Crosby is teeing off and just hitting Jared Goff, the Lions are not going to do good offensively because he's such a game wrecker. With that said, I feel like he's really the only defender that's a blue chipper and that they got to pay attention to. The defense is the better part of the Raiders team, but it's still not that good. If you can hold down Max Crosby, the Lions can win this game. If they can make sure he's not hitting Jared Goff and hurrying him, the Lions can win this game. Stop Max Crosby, win the game, in my opinion. So that, to me, that's like the biggest key in this whole game is their ability to negate that special defensive edge talent that they have over there. The Lions need to score more than 21 points. That's what they need to do with this game. If the Lions score more than 21 points, they're going to win this game because the Raiders' offense is not good. It is not good at all. And if Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't play, they're absolutely in a world of hurt. He does give them the best option to win, and it's not even a good option. Jimmy Garoppolo's not really good as a quarterback in the NFL. They got rid of Derek Carr. They thought Jimmy Garoppolo would be better. That's not the case. Josh McDaniels and Patriots tend to simply get their former Patriots, and has not worked out well for them. So, scoreboard 21 points at home on Monday Night Football. You got a lot of weapons. You can get it done. The Detroit Lions then will win this game. The Detroit Lions got to run the football. The run defense for the Raiders is terrible. Absolutely awful. They're horrible. One of the worst in all football. The Detroit Lions are a good run-first football team. They can run the football. Okay, Montgomery probably not playing. So get Jahamyr Gibbs and Craig Reynolds involved. We have a good offensive line to open up those holes and run this bad boy. Run it. Run it down their throat. And if you continue to feed Jahamyr Gibbs, he's going to break one. And when you break one, big old pass. Get it done for our beloved Detroit Lions. And that, you got to stop the pass here. The better part of the offense of the Raiders, and which is not good, is their pass game. Again, it's not good. Stop the pass. Cam Sutton, Jerry Jacobs in there. Make sure he's not just throwing it to Davante Adams 24/7. Davante Adams still is a good player. They're just, for whatever reason, they're not getting the football to him. So go ahead, stop the pass, cover Davante Adams, and win the game. That's what you got to do. Don't let Adams go off. You let Adams go off, that's bad. If Will Harris is out there, do not put Will Harris on Davante Adams. Please, God, don't do that. Score fast. If the Lions score fast in this game, it's going to force the Raiders to make errant throws and try to make big plays, and it's just a snowball effect of an absolute mess. Score fast, and we can do this. I mean, we literally just seen it happen to us this past Sunday. The Ravens were scoring fast, and we had no ability really to run the football at that point, right? You got to score touchdowns in the pass. Threw over 50 times, we lost the game. So we got to do that to the Raiders in this game. My score prediction here, I got the Detroit Lions winning 32-13. And honestly, I could see them dropping a 40-burger here. This is an absolute mismatch. The Detroit Lions are reeling, and they're going to be very angry after the Baltimore. They're the better football team, all stats. It's home on Monday Night Football, and the Raiders are coming here, and they're in a world of hurt. So I have the Detroit Lions winning this game and making a statement. You can go ahead and follow me on all these social media sites. Facebook, at Mike Kimber. Twitter X, Mike Kimber. Instagram, I'm not really using that. I don't even know the last time I used it, but it's Mike Kimber as well, folks. So make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell. We're going to be live for the game on Monday Night Football, so hit that notification bell so you don't miss out, and subscribe for this. It's going to be a fun game, Monday night, home in Detroit. We're doing the old logo for the helmet. It's going to be absolutely fun. With that said, folks, adios.